What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel, talking about everything new in eFootball on Monday. The national team campaign is still ongoing, but they have added these open first qualifiers for the eFootball Championship Open. You can actually play in this, but even if you don't want to play in this, you can get 3,000 eFootball points right here. So all you have to do is follow what I'm doing on screen here. You might as well get these, lads. You simply log in on the website here, the official eFootball Points website, and then you obviously just claim them here, and you will be able to get 3,000 points. Now, they will be kind of changing how the currencies are working in eFootball, right? If you are buying players with this, I would recommend to buy all the players on this if you have lots of points, but don't get any of the items. Honestly, I would use GP for the items, and I would just kind of sit on the eFootball points because they probably will add some stuff in for you to spend during the World Cup campaign, during the April event. These GP that you see here, these are always refreshed. You know what I mean? So even if you miss out on one of these, you can get them the following Thursday. They're refreshed every 7 days. So yeah, I usually get them towards the end of the week, like Wednesday evening. I do kind of a mix-up. Now, onto the players, right? I do feel like there's a huge emphasis on the legends now, obviously more than ever, as we wait for the April update and the huge June update. Another trio of stars will join on Monday. Now, there are some huge legends coming in the next 7 to 10 days, boys, okay? We'll talk about that in a second. Of obviously a couple of the names being thrown around, a few rumours. Donadoni, Albertini. Albertini looks a beast. He looks like Pirlo-esque type of that player in midfield. You've also Donadoni. All the players that they're releasing now, there are literally no weak players coming out. Even the likes of Vermaelen. So when you have Platini, you have Jaap Stam, you have Petr Cech, they're all going to be top tier players. Jaap Stam here, obviously he rinsed us, but I do feel like that they're trying to empty a lot of these packs now out to, you know, get ready for the next wave of legends, the next big batch of cards, and how they're going to be dynamic cards and highlight cards and how they're going to change kind of how cards are built. The biggest rumor is, of course, R9 and Thierry Henry. Just in a minute, we'll talk about that, but first, a message from our sponsor. So, Les, we are a partner with Instant Gaming. If you guys are looking to get any games yourselves or pre-order any games, or the brand new Resident Evil, the brand new Pokemon game, or any gift cards or codes or wallet top-ups for PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, pretty much anything that you guys could want, right? You could top up the wallet and then obviously get the coins in-game in eFootball, or if you're downloading any other games as well. There is a giveaway every month within this as well. It's a way of me giving back to you for you guys supporting me. So yeah, lads, I really appreciate all the support on Instant Gaming lately. Now, Thierry Henry, right? This is the big rumor that's out there at the moment. They would make serious bank on R9 and Thierry Henry. We've talked about it. I'm working on the Legends video. It feels like I've been working on it forever. eFootball 2027 will be out before the time it gets out, but all of these cards, man, right? If you go back and you look at PES 2021, which we're seeing on screen right here, Konami already have a lot of the face scans that they can update and modify to bring out or re-release, such as newer legends, like the likes of Hummels, the likes of Gutsa, the likes of any of these cards that you're seeing on screen here. Obviously, some of these aren't legends or whatever, but a lot of these cards that you're seeing on screen here, and with the recent, you know, list that was released as well, right? What they seem to be doing is tying it to a couple of like old school legends, and then a couple of more modern legends from like the naughty era. That's kind of where they're going with this, is like from 2003, 2004, up to like 2010, 2011, right? That's kind of where they're going. So think the likes of Rio Ferdinand, think the likes of Jaap Stam, but then also have more modern players as well that they are bringing out, such as Vermaelen, such as Petr Cech, that played a little bit longer into those years. Then you have Zola, who played back in the 90s, you know, the early 90s, and the likes of, you know, Tevez, who was more recent, Ibrahimovic and Rooney, who only stopped playing recently, you know, tied in with Rafael Marquez, who they've recently kind of launched as well. So the likes of Sergio Ramos, we've talked about this. I know you guys are waiting for that Rumours video, and I know I'll drop some information on that. I do appreciate you guys understanding my situation at the moment with a lot of stuff going on, but that is what they're really trying to do, I think, now, is to kind of tide everything over until the World Cup, right? Because honestly, lads, I feel, right, I feel quite, you know, me with at the moment with the game, right? You know, I think that there's a certain way of playing it, and I do feel like that, you know, a lot of it is kind of like playing through the center and obviously, you know, getting chances and being able to put them away. But I do feel like the flow of the game, and I don't know what you guys think about this, right? Yes, the game does have, you know, obviously got big stuff that it needs to work on, of course, content-wise and all that. It has huge stuff that it needs to work on. It's never going to be in a position where we're going to be saying, like, you know what? Like, we're done. All we need now is new cards every month and every week. We don't need any changes to the gameplay. We don't need, you know, the pass and shoot and the dribbling, anything like kind of fixed. Like, it's going to be in a constant flux and a state of flux and a state of change all the time. When the Smart Assist filter comes out, over the next couple of months, and people actually slowly, that kind of forget about that, and it fades into the background, when the filter is there. Something else will pop up in its place, because that's just what we do as gamers, right? But I do feel like at the moment, a lot of the matches that I'm playing, the flow of the game is actually quite nice. And I know that there will be people in the comments saying, "Oh, Barry, I think the game is the worst it's ever been." There'll be people saying, "I think the game is the best it's ever been." I feel like that it's just, at the moment, I'm talking about the flow of the game, the end to end, how you set up your team. I just feel like they need to expand it massively in terms of individualizing the actual individual instructions and the tactics, because everybody, no matter how good you are or how you play the game, you do kind of boil it down to who can out-meta each other, unless you're playing like a, fundamental possession type of game. But anyway, as I said, lads, we'll be back streaming tomorrow. There is some good Legends coming, so save your coins. That's all I'll say. You guys know that I don't mess with you. Hopefully that the Legends come out quite soon. I think it's going to be a game changer. But let's see what happens over the next couple of weeks, right? As we build up towards Master League and as we build up towards June, which is the 2 big months that Konami are looking at. But that is it for me. I will catch you guys tomorrow in the stream. I'll talk to you later. Peace.